Okay, here goes my totally scientific experiment to see whether or not damage resistance in vanilla is legit or illegit. I think it's illegit, but we're going to test that. The refineries I'm looking at are said to have an explosive damage resistance of 85%. The armor wall over there, none. So that means that whatever damage that armor wall takes, these refineries should take 15% of that damage, since 85% of it is resisted. Makes sense? Sure. Let's test. So I'm going to fire here. Point blank range, straight on, not so much at an angle. Yeah, admittedly, I did do this experiment twice. Um, and I found, well, one of them I found that this wall took like almost no damage, but the wall was fired from that other rocket launcher at an angle, so I thought, well, maybe it's the angle. I don't know. The wall took very little damage. The refineries took a bunch of damage. The first experiment I did was mostly equal, but I found I wasted a bunch of time chatting, and who wants to waste a bunch of time? So let's see how much damage the wall took. I am going to color the wall in red to note the squares that were damaged, because I don't want to count the squares twice. And why? And you have to forgive me, I am quite fatigued and tired, so I fear my brain is not working quite the way it should be working. Ah, it's the edge. I wonder if any damage spilled over the edge and is therefore unaccounted for. That's going to make this experiment a little dubious. But well, let's see what happens. Even if there was some splash damage that got pushed over the edge and is therefore unaccounted for, I don't think that the numbers will be skewed in such a way that there will only be 15% damage over here compared to here. Okay, let's take a look at all the damage done from the wall. I'm going to use this little calculator because, again, my brain's a wee bit foggy and I don't trust myself to remember all the numbers. So we got 5 plates here, 5, another 5 here, plus 5, plus 5. Oh, no, not 50. Okay, that was 5 plus 5 equals 10. Again, brain kind of weird. Plus 8 plus 8 equals 18. Plus 3 equals 21. Plus another 8 equals 29. Plus 4 equals 33. Plus 4 equals 37. Another 8 equals 45. Another 4 equals 49. And another 4 equals 53. And another 5, which equals 58. All in all, not bad. The first time I did this experiment, the total aggregate was 60. Here we have a total aggregate of 58. So either one, damage spilled over a little bit, or two, more likely, damage mechanics for area of effect in vanilla is funky. Anyways, so that's 58 steel plates with the damage. If damage resistance is 85%, that means only 15% remains. So times 0.15 equals, let's round that up and say about 9. So all those refineries should have taken an aggregate of 9 plates worth of damage, if damage resistance is a thing. And don't remember where I hit on the refineries, but let's just start over here. We have 42 steel plates of damage. Another 42 steel plates of damage. Another 42 steel plates of damage. Nothing, because it didn't reach this far. Nothing, because it didn't reach down here. And nothing, because it didn't reach down here. So, let's see, that was 42, I said? Yeah, so that's 42. All 3 of them took 42. kind of weird the number evened out like that. That's 4, 8, 12, 120 plus 2, 4, 6, 126 steel plates worth of damage. Interesting. And each individual one took 42. Now, let's pretend that it only applies to each individual block. That 42 steel plates of damage is still a lot more than the expected 9. And of course, the 126 is much, much higher than the expected 9. Or the expected 27 if you multiply that across 3 refineries. Anyways, I don't think explosive damage is legit at all. These numbers are way too high. Now, I know, like I said, explosive damage is a bit funky. Like I said, this is the third experiment I've done here. The first one was actually a lot more, a lot closer, I think. 60 steel plates on the armored wall. The second one was skewed. The second one was weird because the armor, again, I shot the armor from this turret over here, and that took 4 steel plates worth of damage. Yeah, I know, weird. Again, explosive damage is weird in this game. So maybe resistance is true, and it's just the game is funky. Maybe. I don't know. But from the numbers I'm seeing, I don't think explosive damage is a thing.